Good. Okay. Thought I should document what I've been doing so far. See, we have a 2D game here. We have a basketball type prototype, and what I've been trying to do is give it a better game feel, visually speaking, because if we just kind of do this, no shadows, no 3D effects, it kind of looks a little weird. So I wanted to add a bit of 3D-esque vibe, at least to the ball first. And I was able to achieve it. So if I press play here, oh, what the hell? Give me a second. Must be something in the code. Ah, okay, cool. Let's try this again. So press play. Boom! We have the ball spinning, which gives it a little bit more of a 3D feel to this otherwise 2D game. We have this jelly bean to kind of indicate our player. Mess around with it. Smack the ball in the hoop. Try to get that in. Oh my god. Suck at this game. There we go. Okay. Let's get it into the hoop. And that's it. Spawns back in. Over and over. Waste your whole life playing this game. Also, the goal is kind of messed up. It's despawning and counting the goal when it hits the bottom of the thing, but I'll code that later. I'm not sure if I want to make this whole thing basketball in the end, but who knows? We'll see. But yeah, I got this cool effect on the ball, and let me kind of show you the steps for how I did that. So when I first started, I took a simple basketball sprite. It's right here. It's a little texture. Applied it to a sphere. Let's see if this works. Get rid of this. Yeah, this little spear. I just added the basketball to it. Boom. Gets a little basketball feel. But before everything started, let me kind of disable the one thing I did, which is this ball rotate script. Then see if that takes it back. Oh yeah, so this was how it was before. I mean, nice static kind of old 1990s or whatever type game you find on eBaum's World. You know what I mean? Those web games you play online. But okay, I was like, how the hell do I make this ball spin? And this is before I learned that you can add torque to a physics body or a rigid body. They call it in Unity. I come from a mechanical engineering background, so I'm like, you just got to add a bit of friction or some kind of moment, some kind of torque to the ball. And if you kind of know how ball physics work, if you have friction or any kind of opposing force away from the center, it'll add a little bit of spin, a little bit of rotation to it. So I went ahead and just took friction and added it. I don't know if that's right. It goes to infinity. Right? Whatever. Just add it. I added it, and then boom, there we go. See, as it comes at a wall or surface at some kind of angle, or you hit it in a certain direction, it adds a little spin to it. Oop, little phasing there. And it worked for a while, in my opinion. The only problem was it only spun in one direction, because the way I made this 2D was I froze it on 2D plane, so it won't take any kind of like direction pointing towards or away from the screen, which gives it that more 3D feel. So I went online, searched for more torque options, and upon that, I got the ball rotate script going. Let me re-add those back in. And here it is. This is all it is. I just take the ball's rigid body, added torque, and then put some random range values so that it kind of gives a more wada-gutty feel. Just give it a little bit of taste to it, and then boom. It's not working, of course. What went wrong? I didn't save it. Stupid. Okay. Back in. Cool. So it did that, but what I realized was when I let it go, right? You guys ever play pool or any kind of ball game? The spin of the ball affects how it bounces. So I'm not even touching the ball, but then the torque and the rotation of the ball is kind of giving it its side-to-side movement. And that's because it's interacting with the damn physics, which was the first solution in the first place. So I was like, damn. So all I did was turn it off. Boom. And then we got that spin going. And then spinning in place, spinning in random directions, but it's staying in place so that it only interacts, or it only moves horizontally based on the player's interaction. So yeah, that's tight. I kind of wanted to see, let's see. Don't you want a bigger range actually on the ball? Let's see what we got at 500. That should kind of make the ball spin faster, right? Get a little crazy with it. No, that didn't do anything. Might be... Ah, okay. So in Unity, there's some limitations that the game puts so that it doesn't destroy your thing. So default max angular speed, I'm just gonna set it to like 1,000 or something. Oh shit, that's too fast. Okay, we're back. I don't know when it died, but anyways, back 250. Still too fast. I think it has to do with frame rate, so we're just gonna do just 60. That should be the fastest you can see. Yep. Okay. Half of it. So it's like pretty good, right? That's nice. Just double what we had before. I think that's fine. It's pretty good. Okay, then I don't need crazy range. And don't want to hard code this. Let's just play public bounce root torque. How about that? Then we'll just bada bing, bada boom, bada boom, boom. Well, remember it's 50. We'll play with it just to see kind of where it is. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm going to prefabs. Where the hell is it? Okay. Try 10. Is that good? I think we can kind of mess with it a little bit more. Let's try 5. Well, it is changing it immediately. So it should shift between one and... But I'm going to mess with this a little more because I want to add a little bit of different things because I'm kind of messing with attacking, and it should kind of scale with the attacks a bit. I feel like the bounce on the floor should be a little less, but then when you bounce it with the attack, it just kind of scale with the knockback. Anyways, a couple more things. I wanted to... Unity has its own gravity as well. If you look in here, it has its own gravity, but if you look at my ball, where is it? It does not use gravity. It actually uses my own. Let me see the code. Ah, there we go. Acceleration. Because if I only do 10 or 9.8, frickin' slow. Look at that. Oh. Because it's scaled in different units in terms of like the visual aspect, so I have to kind of pop it up a little bit to give it more bounce. Boom. Boom. Okay. Nice. So that's kind of where the ball is. I'm working on the other aspects of the game, but I feel like I'm gonna take this a little bit more, polish it a bit, but maybe in another video I'll cover the attacks, especially after they're more implemented. The movement as well, adding different elements kind of inspired by different fighting games, because as you can see, even though this is a basketball game, you don't really grab the ball, you just knock it around. And if you ever heard of the one ancient game of Ulama, I think, where they try to hit the ball through the hoop using their hips and body only, that's where the inspiration came from. So yeah, I'll cover that in another video.